We're live. We are live. First of all, we're back in the room. We are back in the room. It is the day after Carnage from the Krypt. And what a spectacular show it was last night again. It was the second show for Pro Wrestling Karnage. And blown away again, guys. Absolutely blown away again. It was a great show. There were some fantastic matches. What a great roster and what a great locker room. Honest to God, I've said it before and I will say it again. One of the finest feel-good locker rooms that I've ever had the pleasure of being a part of. You can't see the belt there, can we either? Obviously, I came up victorious, right? Yeah, you get that? Obviously, I came up victorious. We'll go on to the match in just a wee little bit, though, okay? But first of all, I'd just like to say from the bottom of my heart, rather, a heartfelt thank you to management of Carnage for believing in me, this beat-up old dog who's still got some bite in him. And believe you me, I do still have some bite in me. Quite a lot of bite, in fact. The proof, as they say, is in the pudding. And once again, believe you me, this right here, this is the pudding. So yeah, some interesting pointers from last night. There were 3 championships on the line, this just being one of them. There was also Wesley. Hello, sir. How are you? I hope you're keeping well. Thank you for checking in. It's good to see you. Saw you out and about in the town the other week. Yeah, I hope you didn't have too bad a hangover and you managed to dust off those cobwebs, sir. But there were 3 championships on the line last night. Obviously, there was the tag team titles. They were on the line. There was the new Outreach Championship, which was on the line as well also. Is it Outreach or is it Breakout? I really should have checked that first, shouldn't I? Someone correct me there. Someone jump in and tell me what the new championship is called. But basically, yeah, we crowned new champions last night. There were new tag team champions. And congratulations, I must say congratulations to Beers and Beatdowns. Not Beers and Beatdowns, because they didn't win them. Sorry, I stand corrected. Rewind, I've had a few bumps on the head. Outbreak. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. And I just gave you an impromptu shout-out that I needn't have given you. But nonetheless, a shout-out to you, I suppose, anyway. But yeah, so we had the new Outbreak champion, Outreach. That's like a form of broadband or something, isn't it? We had the new Outbreak Championship up for grabs in a Rumble match. And Brewski Blanche somehow managed to weasel his way to the top of that Rumble, weasel his way to the end, and he managed to pick up the win. And I suppose I must say, in the age of sportsmanship, congratulations to our first ever Pro Wrestling Karnage Outbreak champion, Brewski Blanche. I'm sure you and I will meet down the line once again someday, because it's probably been about 15, maybe 16 years since we last did. Other than that little bit in the Battle Royal last time where I sent you sailing over the top rope. But that's another story for another time. Gwillem, hello there. How are you? I hope you're keeping well, sir. Always a winner in your book, hey, and you're always a winner in mine, my friend. It's lovely to see you on here. I hope you and the family are all doing well. I'm doing great. I'd also like to give a shout out to our new tag team champions then, as I was about to before I got a little tongue-tied. As it happens, I'm concentrating on you guys there in the chat. I'm concentrating on the camera here, and I'm trying to clear those bumps on the head that I had from last night as well. And trust me, there were a few. We'll come to that in a bit. But yeah, shout out to my good friends, Yeah and Scare, on becoming the brand new Pro Wrestling Karnage tag team champions. New tag team champions in Yeah and Scare. That's Big D and Q-Ball. Q-Ball I'll be chatting to a little later on in the week. I'm nipping onto his show, Q-Ball's Bearded Rambles. So we're going to have a little bit of a banter there, have a little bit of a natter there, talk about Carnage and whatever else is going on in the world. I will say also from last night's show, Endlessly, and Iron Mantra. You guys really You know, I know I was there to help you out last night and everything, and I know I was there to make the save, and that's what I do. If I see a little guy in trouble, I'm going to help that guy out, all right? So that's all I was doing last night. But you guys really want to think long and hard in future about who it is that you are trying to make friends with, okay? I won't always be there to save you. There won't always be someone there to save you. And to be fair, you both got your asses handed to you by JJ Roberts. But I took care of business on your behalf and on the behalf of myself and on behalf of the Pro Wrestling Karnage Heavyweight Championship later on that evening. He and I, JJ Roberts, I'll just say a few things about JJ Roberts first, all right? Okay, so I might not like him. I might not agree with everything he's got to say, and by God, the man's got a mouth on him. But I totally, 100% hand on my heart, respect him. I respect him even more after that matchup last night because in my eyes, it was absolutely freaking awesome. It was absolutely incredible. And he took me to the edge. He literally took me to the edge. So, JJ Roberts, nah, I don't like you. Nah, I don't agree with everything you do. But you can wrestle. You can work. And by God, you made me work my ass off to retain the Pro Wrestling Karnage Heavyweight Championship, which I did. But I'm not going to rabbit on, guys. I just wanted to come on and just say a quick... I don't know what I want to say, really. I just want to say I am buzzing today, and I have had a bath as well, all right? I had to have a bath. I had a bit of a sore shoulder after the match. A bit of a sore back, sore knees, sore elbows, sore head. Pretty much sore all over from head to toe. But I was right up here, and I'm still right up here. In fact, I'm right up there, as high as I can get, right up to the top. And it is an absolute honor to still be the Pro Wrestling Karnage Heavyweight Champion. It is an absolute honor to be a part of Pro Wrestling Karnage, let alone its cornerstone. It is an absolute pleasure to be a part of it. What a great roster they have. We've got young guys, we've got veterans, we've got middle-of-the-road people. Everyone is there. They're all coming to meet in the middle there. And the production that they put on is absolutely phenomenal. So massive, massive thumbs up for an epic second show. Carnage from the Krypt. It was brilliant. From start to finish, it was fantastic. There's some great wrestling action in there. And my hat's off to everybody who was involved. Thank you to everybody that bought a ticket. Thank you to the catering staff there. Thank you to everyone that put a chair out. Everyone that spun a spanner on the ring. Everyone that was involved. Everyone backstage. Everyone on the monitors. Thank you to the referees. Shout out to you guys as well. Without that third guy in the ring, we couldn't do what we do, all right? So massive shout out to the referees. Their job is just as tough as ours sometimes tougher, all right? We're out there, granted, you know, we've beaten the living piss out of each other, okay? But them referees, when we're out there once, some of them are out there 3, 4, maybe more times, you know? So a massive shout out and a massive kudos to the referees as well. But Carnage, well, next show is in a fortnight's time. That's Saturday, the 13th of November, and that takes place from the TDM. Live and let tie-dye. Yeah, it's a sign, right? The TDM Studios in Port Talbot. Tickets are, I believe, available now. So you can look on the Facebook group, Pro Wrestling Karnage. You can get them on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever you do your social media thing. Check it out. Ticket information is available there. But I will be there, the Cayman, the Crocodilian Psycho, representing everyone at Planet Cayman and the Cayman Show. Your Pro Wrestling Karnage heavyweight champ is looking forward to 2 weeks' time in seeing you all in sunny Port Talbot in the TDM studios. It's going to be a blast. If you don't have a ticket, why don't you have a ticket? If you don't have a ticket, get yourself a ticket. If tickets sell out, gate crash the freaking building because you're going to miss a good one. Pro Wrestling Karnage, Cayman is Carnage. This is freaking awesome. All that's left is 3 words to say, ladies and gentlemen. Woohoo! Yeah!